Madam Chair, Ranking Member Shabbat, I did live in Cincinnati from 93 to 97, so I'm not going to get that name wrong. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss VA's commitment to increasing contracting opportunities for local small businesses participating in rebuilding New Orleans and the greater Gulf Coast region. In the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, VA very much wants to see a sustainable, vibrant economic recovery in New Orleans and the rest of the Gulf Coast region. I'm honored to represent the totally dedicated VA employees throughout the country who serve our veterans and our nation's heroes on a daily basis. Last April, the VA testified before this committee regarding our complete commitment to small business in New Orleans and the greater Gulf Coast, and I'll use my time this morning to briefly give you an update on where we're at. We've been an active participant in our outreach efforts to small businesses in the Southeast region. On May 8th, VA attended the Vicksburg, Mississippi Business Procurement Opportunities Conference and Trade Fair, sponsored by the Mississippi Development Authority and the Mississippi PTAC. VA representatives spoke with over 200 small businesses regarding opportunities for VA hurricane cleanup, as well as ongoing operational opportunities. We also participated in the Post-Katrina Economic Development Summit in June in New Orleans. VA's Office of Small Disadvantaged Business Utilization and our Gulf Coast Veterans Healthcare Network discussed VA's contracting opportunities with over 300 small businesses. Firms were provided information, process guidance, and networking opportunities for VA post-Katrina recovery. Since this committee's hearing on April 12th, we've been in 9 outreach efforts in the Gulf Coast region, and we have 3 more planned before the end of this year. Also, VA will participate in GSA's Small Business Conference in New Orleans next week on August 9th. During the hearing on April 12th, the committee asked each agency to commit to working with SBA to identify 5 prime contracting opportunities that targeted local small businesses. We've kept that commitment to you, and I'll just review the results briefly. At the Medical Center in Biloxi, a parking lot design-build contract, the solicitation has been released. We project to award this month. The Medical Center in New Orleans, 3 different projects. 1 to rebuild a pharmacy. We've completed negotiations with an 8A firm, project to award it this month. Also in New Orleans, a roof repair, project to award that to a local small business in September. In New Orleans, demolition of a damaged building, a local small business has been identified, and we project to award that contract in September. The VA Medical Center in Gulfport, environmental remediation of the property, tank removal, a small business set-aside is planned, and we project to award that in September as well. At April's hearing, VA shared with the committee the FY06 small business accomplishment of the South Central VA network, healthcare network. Through June of this year, the network had spent approximately $270 million, fully 1/3 or 33% of that with small businesses, to include 12% with small disadvantaged and 8A firms. In closing, I want to reassure you, Madam Chair, that VA is committed to small business in general and specifically to those in the Gulf Coast region. Thank you for this hearing, and I look forward to your questions.